fine friends, welcome to the sky, where I am presenting episode 20 of Twitch of Fun, my sideways look at the news over some spectacles, maybe chewing the spectacles. Sideways. I can't believe, we've been going this long. Since July was 52 when we started doing this show, and now I'm 53. That's how long it's been going on. Most excitingly, though, you will have noticed if you're watching this live, we have been moved to prime time on Twitch. Not Thursday 7:30 anymore. Oh no, my fan friends, Friday 7:30 p.m. bang in the prime time. I just want to thank the channel for putting their faith in me. I know this is going to bring us a lot more viewers. Probably it looks like we're on 153 million at the moment. That's probably going to just go up over the course of this as people tune into the channel. I'm under a lot of pressure. This is a big week for me. I told Steve Bennett from Chortle yesterday about the show. He didn't even know it existed. He pretended not to know it existed, but I think he's just too scared to review it because of how amazing it is. So he might be watching, and this could be the big time if we get a 5-star review from Chortle. Who knows what's coming? Saturday night, maybe Saturday night, if my wife will let me do this on Saturday, which she might not. So a few things to talk about. Hey, look, thanks to everybody who's bought my wonderful book, The Problem with Men. It's doing really well at the moment, partly because there is a special offer on Kindle where it's 99 pence, but don't let that worry you. It's 13th on the Kindle store as we speak. If you want to get it in the next few days, 99p for the ebook is pretty good. I would recommend the audiobook, and the hardback book's great too. The audiobook has lots of extra content, but if you enjoyed the content of these 20 shows and you think these shows are worth 5 fucking pence each, then go and buy the Kindle version and get another 2 or 3 hours of entertainment on top of all of this. So that would be lovely if you did that. Thank you very much. Remember, it's Movember. There's my Mo. And I am giving all the subscription money from the Twitch channel, all the badge money from November. And also there's a webpage, rahelastapa.co.uk/Movember with a lowercase m if you would like to donate some money. Again, if you think what I'm producing over the month of November is worth £5, that money will go to charity. If you're with Amazon Prime, you can link your accounts and you'll get Amazon Gaming account and your Prime account and give us £5 every month if you want. And it doesn't cost you any more money than you've paid for Amazon Prime. So that seems like a good thing to do. If you want to become a monthly badger, chance to win prizes, get loads of extra videos, go fasterstripe.com/badges, and all the November money is going to Movember as well. Should be a few grand. So that is nice. So thank you very much for your support for that. Before we get going on the full-on thing, I'll talk a little bit about Taskmaster, which I haven't seen yet. I don't think we're going to do the commentary today. I might try and see if I can fit it in. We're just a bit too tired to do it straight directly after this, and I want to give all of my energy to this show, knowing Steve Bennett, Chortle, he holds people's careers in their hands, groping them like this. This is my impression of Steve Bennett. But that's career. That's not their testicles. That's actually their careers. But that's the face he pulls. He could turn my fortunes around. This could be, it's gone down to 153 million viewers now, but it could go up. That's a lot of viewers, 4 million viewers to lose in that time. But Taskmaster was on last night, and after the romance and seduction of the watermelon between me and Daisy last week, things turned a bit awry in the final task of the show, where I failed to identify that square thing at the bottom there as a hippopotamus. You can probably see in Daisy May Cooper's face, just from that picture, if you haven't seen the show yet, the cold anger in her face. She was furious. It was terrifying. Look, I love Daisy May Cooper, and I respect her because she has absolute self-belief, and it's incredible. And she deserves to have absolute self-belief because she's amazing. But occasionally she'll have self-belief in something that is a load of fucking shit, like that picture of a hippopotamus. And then I did a brilliant picture of a kangaroo, and she was in such a huff she couldn't even see what it was. I mean, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to win this week on air. Well done to... Oh, I won't say who won, just in case you haven't watched it yet. Nice to see Moan win. Damn, I did say it. So we got a packed show for you tonight. The writers that I don't have been working very, very hard on getting this all together. And let's crack straight on. I've got some great news to get on with. I've got the 73 years of marriage for this old couple here. That's the Queen and some old geezer she hangs around with. I think it's Dr. Matt Smith from Doctor Who. I'm just doing my sideways look at the news, although I think he's regenerated since then. Haven't watched it since the first series, so that's a disappointment. But I was quite excited about the new series of the Crown, and there are some questions I would like to ask about the Queen especially. And so will you please welcome we're very honoured to have Royal Highness in the room tonight, in the sky with me tonight, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Will you please welcome the Duke of York, ladies and gentlemen? Here he is. He's coming up now. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello. Sorry, you forgot how to operate me for a second. Hello, Richard. Very nice to be back on the screen, and I'm very honoured that you had chosen to bring me out as the first guest in this podcast. And yes, I hope we can all let bygones be bygones and forget about some of the stories you may have heard of me. I do have to say, Richard, that I believe there is a spitting image puppet of me that is going around. It's just a puppet, and it's going around doing all manner of disgraceful things. It was interviewed by Annalyn Nateless and said things that made me look insane. So I hope I can put the record straight. And it's nice, for once, you got me on not to discuss any rumours and lies about me, but to talk about the royal family. So I'm on as a royal expert, and that's my mum and dad there, so I know all about them. And how happy wedding anniversary, mummy and daddy. I love you. Sorry that I sort of let you down this year a little bit, but it wasn't really my fault. I didn't do any of the stuff. So yes, here I am, royal correspondent. No, Prince Andrew, you're not actually... What? You're not on as the royal correspondent. I never did those things. I know. Why are you looking all shifty? I'm not. You're not actually on as a royal correspondent. Oh, no. No, you're on as our expert on sexual misconduct. Oh, why would I be on as that, Richard? I'm not an expert on that. Oh, well, you're not an expert because, experts sort of get away with it, don't they? But it's, you're the closest we've got. And what I want to talk to you about is something that hasn't really... Well, it's come up a little bit in the Crown. Michael Fagan... oh, yes. What's this? What's going on? Well, Michael Fagan was the guy who, in 1982, yes, he broke into the Buckingham Palace. Oh, yes, I recall, Richard. Yes, it was terrible. He sat on... Got as far as 9 others dead, I believe. And, yes, Why are you talking about this reprehensible character? Well, we are talking about reprehensible character. We're the reprehensible character because the rumour going around the Kings of Wessex School when I was about 14 or 15 when this happened, yes, was that Michael Fagan got into the Queen's room, and what the newspapers did not report, yes, was that this is the rumour at the Kings of Wessex. I'm not saying it. It happened. This is the alleged rumour that I think I probably heard from someone like Tom Cambridge. Someone of that ilk, yes. I don't know Tom. Well, it's actually his name's Paul, but the hard kids in school were all called by their father's names. That was the little... Oh, interesting. So you'd be Philip, wouldn't you, if that was... Yes. I'd be Randy Philip. Yeah, it wouldn't be as good, was it? No, it's good as Randy. I'm not particularly Randy, and I can't Scotch. Don't see what that's got to do with it. But anyway, he when he was he sat on the Queen's bed and then he wanked. I beg your pardon. He wanked into her ear. What? That's what Tom Cambridge said. So, is that true, or is that because what? Apparently, people have Googled it and it didn't make it into the Crown. If it was true, well, I'm not surprised. And if it was true, only the Kings of Wessex kids heard about it for some reason. Well, I can assure you, Richard, it's not true. As far as I know, I wasn't there. I was actually in Heathcock's, the clothing store in Salisbury at the time. Really? Yeah. Is there a Peacocks in Salisbury? Yes, there was in 1982. Don't bother Googling it. And no one's accusing you of wanking into your mother's ear, Andrew. It's not. No one thinks you're that. No, I definitely wouldn't do that. But I just wondered if you know whether the Queen had. Well, I don't think this is at all what I was expecting from this exchange, Richard. I was expecting to talk about the royal family, what it's like being in the royal family. It was fucking great most of the time. Then this year it's gone a bit pear-shaped. For the first 30 or 40 years of being an adult, fucking brilliant. Just up on the fucking thrones in Fanny I was, Richard. Wait, do you want to say this? Oh no, I'm sorry. Is it on air? No, we got 3 thrones from my Auntie Fanny. That's what I was saying. Good. All right. Well, thanks for giving us some indication of what might have happened that night with Michael Fagan. If Michael Fagan's watching, or the Queen, and would like to give their side of the story, do. Yes, thank you, Disney. The Randy Grandy Duke of York. Ha ha. You may be back later. Actually, there's a few new characters to try out. I know last week we had Conspiracy Theo. I can't remember what he did or what his voice sounded like, and haven't got anything from this week. I haven't got stuff for lots of the characters this week, and there's more characters every week. But a couple more puppets arrived this week. These are old Azet Kirsby puppets. There must be someone I could do with this guy. Hello, Akaidini, it's me. My name is Tan, and I am a Scotch fella. And that's my job, to be a Scotch fella. I love wearing tan shanties, and I love Akaidini. Trying to get there's a lot of UK viewers. I've noticed not so many in Scotland, so I thought this might be yucky. Come on, Neely. Scotch people like me. Why don't you join in and watch the show? We can eat shortbread and drink whiskey and weird beer together. Hooray! Thought this might bring in. It's called Tam. Thought this might bring in some Scotch viewers. So yes, let's make Scotland independent. You said you wouldn't get political, Tam. Okay, come on, my fellow Scotch guys. Let's rise up against the English Sacassasanac imperialists and declare independence. We can go back to being part of Europe. Come on, it'll be great. Okay, the new. I didn't understand he would be so political. I'll take him. But this isn't a place for politics. This is a sideways look at the news. If anyone from the BBC is watching, I'll remain completely impartial, or just be a bit more right wing if that's what you want to get me on. If you can get me on the telly, I'm doing this. I didn't think it would take 20 weeks. I hope that's not being arrogant. I thought 10 weeks own BBC. I thought this would be on the TV. But I just want to make it clear, I won't have that guy back on again. I didn't know he was going to say any of that stuff. I'm very much behind Brexit and Boris Johnson, completely impartially. And I believe we should force the Scotch people to stay being part of it, even if they don't want to, because, that's democracy. It's got to be, you've got to take the whole of the country into account, though not necessarily any of the European people. And I think that's as impartial as the BBC is going to get. There's another puppet as well. And I just picked this. I picked it out of the box. They were from As It Occurs, and you can probably work out what they were originally. This is what happened when I picked him up. I don't choose what they sound like. I don't choose the voices. I don't choose what they say. I've got no control. Hello, I'm the king of the world. Oh, it's me. I'm the king of the world. How are you doing? This is the king of the world, apparently. He came out of the box. I'm the king of the world. Not fine friends. And I was gonna say, do what I say, cause I'm your king. I tell you what I hate is the film Titanic. When Leonardo DiCaprio says he's the king of the world. No, he's not. I'm the king of the world. Somebody get that film and get that bit and then have me totter out the water going, I'm the king of the world. When he says no, when he says I'm the king of the world, I'll say no, I'm the king of the world. Someone do that when they always put in next week's show. Because I'm the king of the world. Is there anything else? I mean, it's a good character. Thank you, I'm the king of the world. Is that your same phrase? I just who I am. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. I think we might need a bit more than you being the king of the... I'm the king of the world. Oh. I don't think just saying it, like, broken up a bit makes it a different... I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Okay. And have you got anything else to say apart from you're upset with Leonardo DiCaprio for saying I'm the king of the world? No. That's it. That's my whole character. I'm the king of the world. I'll see you next week with me, the king of the world. Do you think you'll get a jingle? I think there'll be a jingle next week. Hey, it's me. I'm the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jumped around because I'm the king of the world. And don't forget, I'm the king of the world. Because I'm the king of the world. You've probably got the jingle right there. We probably don't even need to get Mike Cosgrave to record that. Just use that. Get the guy, old Andy Bobbins, can put the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Oh, I'm the king of the world. Oh, look out for me, because I'm the king of the world. Don't break my rules, because I'm the king of the world. Don't do a revolution against me, because I got all the armies in the world. And I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Then that's you come in at the end. I come in at the end and go, I'm the king of the world. I think that's I didn't know any of this was going to happen. No, you don't know, Richard. When you get the king of the world on, you don't know what's going to happen. That no one can predict what I'll say next. Because I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Is there a world king? Yeah, it's me. I'm the king of the world. Okay, right. You can go. I'm the king of the world. Well, it's good to have got that sorted out. So that came together much better than the Scottish guy, the Tam Dahill guy. So those are a couple of new characters, that are crazy characters. Because what I felt this show didn't have was enough characters, enough sort of zany, weird characters. It's not. I sit down every day and think, with my team of program associates, we try and work out what we can do. I don't think anyone can follow the King of the World. I should have done him right at the end, right? Because that's going to be. I tell you who could be. Who's better than the King of the World? No one's better than the King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Shut up, King of the World. Your bit's over. It's Ali, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Ali Slaughter. I'm linking at it. I'm fleedagging. Good to see you. How you? Did you ever hear about the Queen? Michael Fagan wanking in there? I hope not, Richard. That's very unsavoury. I'm glad that I wasn't involved in that part. I'm glad that you got Prince Andrew as your perverted correspondent, because I do not approve of that one little bit. It's good to see you. You all right? Yes, I'm very good. I'm cheeky. I'm winking at it. You're not winking at anything. You haven't said anything to wink at. Okay, I'll just sit back here and wait for the fun to begin, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Ali Gagushka. You don't just relive old glories. Oh, Gagushka. The King of the World's taken the wind out your sails there, mate. His song was much better than Gagushka. Don't let me, I'm the king of the world. See, people are singing. The kids will be doing that in the playground tomorrow. Well, there's no school tomorrow. Well, they'll go to school in order just to do that in the playground. Okay, hello everyone. It's the Ali Slother. Good to the duck on Nice show. Look, 9 names at the top. At the credits, it just says starring me, doesn't it? Yeah, I have noticed that. I don't really like that. I'm just come up with the credits in alphabetical order. Like Richard Herring is just the same as Marmite Lid or whatever. It's like I'm a, it feels like if someone hasn't watched the show, just imagine, there was probably a fish character in there along with the wasp and the horse and all that shit. Yeah, totally well, Richard. The Ali Slother, no one's going to forget me, because I'm cheeky knee. No one likes a Saint Trays. Aside, everyone likes a Saint Trays. Use this hand when you're going to do a side. Okay, I'll do it again. Aside, everyone likes the same phrase. I can hear you when you're doing the same phrases and the asides. I can hear all of that. What are we going to talk about? Shall we talk about the annual controversy over the Pogues? This happens every year. People get upset about it on both sides. I'd say a little unnecessarily. I don't want to be controversial. I'm not going to give my own opinions. Some of my guests will give opinions if you're watching the BBC Executive, but not me. Yeah, I think it's fucking stupid, Richard. So you agree with me? I mean, that's an interesting thing. So I don't know if you're aware. There's a song, "The Fairy Tale of New York." The Pogues. It's there. They are. Oh, there's one of the Pogues, Shane MacGowan, wearing a funny hat. He's funny, isn't he? Looks a bit like some kind of ventriloquist, doesn't he? He looks a bit like. His teeth, they're like Nile Ice teeth, aren't they? They are. You can't see his teeth in that picture, but you're right. They're slightly broken teeth. Lovely Kirsty MacColl. And I can't... And Father Christmas in the middle, of course, there. was briefly in the Pogues before realising he couldn't make that work alongside his Father Christmasing work. He shops at the Covent Garden General Store. Who would know? I mean, that's a long way from to travel. Every time I see a photo of those two together, I just, I can't believe if in, whatever it was, 1987 or whatever it was, you'd said one of these guys is going to die in the year 2000, the other one will be alive in the year 2020. I think I would have bet everything I had, which wasn't much. It wasn't much. I didn't have much in 1987, on Kirsty MacColl being alive now and Shane MacGowan not being alive. And yet the universe throws up this weird conundrum to us where Shane MacGowan, I believe he's still alive. I think he is. I hope he is. I love him. And I wish Kirsty MacColl was still alive because I love her with all my heart. But anyway, they did a song together, Ali. Yes, I'm aware of it. It's called The Fairy Tale of New York. It's a beautiful song, very moving song. But they're playing characters within this song. And the characters, much like me and Daisy May Cooper, are a married couple or a couple who've been together for a while who now despise each other. And so the controversial lyrics in it, Kirsty MacColl says, "You're a bum, you're a punk." And then I believe Shane MacGowan says, "You're an old slut on junk," which is a kind of drug, I believe. Okay. I thought it was like a Chinaman's shit. We don't say Chinaman anymore. So I say China. What time does the Chinaman go to the dentist, Richard? We don't do stuff like this. It's a Chinese person, but that's whatever their appointment is. Otherwise, they won't be seen, especially in these COVID times. Oh, you subverted the joke, yeah, but you still said Chinaman, and that is in today's. That is politically incorrect. Oh, so you're a minute ago saying it was crazy that they were changing the lyrics to The Fairy Tale of New York. Well, I haven't exactly said that. You certainly implied it. And now you're saying, oh, we have to change the way we talk about China then. Well, it's just that's a different thing because that's a racial slur. Oh, they're men and they're in China. What's wrong with it? Look, let's not get into. We've got Little Fox coming up later. We don't need to do all this now. It's two characters in a song, and they're using language that perhaps you'd expect them to use. But the controversial bit, I understand this. Please, if you're easily offended, please, you should not be watching this show anyway. But I'll say much worse things than this, and I definitely will. You scumbag, you maggot, which is not that bad. A scumbag's quite nasty. You cheap, lousy faggot. And that's the controversial bit and so that has been changed. The Radio 1 has changed that because the young kids they're so woke, aren't they? Oh, woke. They're so woke they can't hear rude things without being upset. So they've changed "you cheap, lousy faggot" to "you're cheap and you're haggard." Well, I think that's ruder, Rich. I think it was because saying faggot. Hey, yeah, it might just mean that they are a small handful of sticks. That is one of the definitions of faggot, Rich. A faggot is a small bundle of sticks. A small what? Bundle of sticks. Small bundle of sticks. So a small bundle of sticks, Richard, is a faggot. Is a faggot, and that might be the meaning. The song. I think the song should just go. They should just put in "your skundag, you nugget, you cheap lousy faggot." I need a small bundle of twigs. That's what I need. There, no need to be offended. Why are you deciding I need the homophobic version of it? That is your problem. It's got 3 meanings at least. Nay, I meant meatballs. So come on, just find out which I mean before you get angry. And then, Happy Christmas, your ass, I pray, it's your last. I mean, yeah, I don't like the F word used, or fuck, no, not fuck. I like the word fuck. I don't like the word faggot in the meaning of gay, because I think it is offensive. But Happy Christmas, your ass, I pray God it's our last is a lot bleaker. And I think, you're an old sot on junk, that's worse. I'm calling someone a maggot. I think there's worse things in this song than you can't start taking it all. They could take it all apart. Why didn't they make it all clean? I think this should all be clean. And what was I had a good point tonight, Richard, and I've forgotten it. What was it? I don't know. I've forgotten what it was. I think the phrase "you cheat and you're cheat and you're haggard" is much more offensive than "you cheat, lazy, lousy faggot." You cheat. That's not very nice. You're a cheap, lousy faggot. You're a cheap, lousy piece of wood or meatball. That's not such a bad thing to say. You're cheap and you're haggard. I don't want to be told I'm haggard. That's a horrible thing to say. Have you got any better? If you were going to change it, is there anything you would like to change it to? Why don't they make it? You skundag, you nugget. You cheat, lousy dragget. Dragget. No, dragget. 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 Drag-it. You're saying dragget. You mean dragon? You cheat, lousy dragon? Drag it. Someone who drags. A dragget. That's a dragger. No, someone, just replace the letter D with the letter, like, the D. So replace the letter D with the letter D. Dragget. Oh. All right, let me try another one. You cheat, lousy. I was trying to say dragget. Not with you, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. You cheat, lousy yogurt. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, that would work. You're a scumbag, you maggot. You cheap, lousy yogurt. Yeah, that would, and that's not offensive. That's not offensive. You cheat, lousy fraggle. Yeah, it's like Fraggle Rock. Yeah. So it needs to be something with a double G in the middle. Oh, I thought of the good one. Don't say that one. How do you know what I'm going to say? Don't say that one. I thought of the good one. What is it? You cheat, lazy Jagger. Oh, Jagger? Yeah, like Mick Jagger. Yeah, you're a lazy Mick Jagger. Okay, this is quite edgy. Yeah. I still think it's just the "you skundag, you nugget, you cheat, lousy thugget," by which I mean either a bundle of sticks or a neat doll. So don't get in a fucking twist, you fucking idiots. Equally though, don't get in a twist the other way for a radio station choosing to change the words to this, because some people would find it offensive. Just fucking talk about something important. Why don't you just turn off your television set and go and do something more important instead? Sitting at home watching TV, turn it off, there's no good to me. Oh, why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? Go, go, go. Happy Christmas, you ass. I pray God it's our last. So you think they should do all of that? Yep. On Radio 1. Yeah, because I think both sides of this argument are fucking idiots. Every single last fucking one. If you're worried about keeping it in, or you're worried about taking it out, you're just as bad as the other side. You should all fuck the fuck off. Well, strong opinions from my guest there, anyone watching from the BBC. Not from me. I think the BBC have done a fine job in censoring an unpleasant word. just in case people choose one of the meanings in their own head. It's interesting when it's in your own head, isn't it? You've made a decision what that word means. It's interesting when you have got offended by something you've thought of in your own head. Yeah, but I understand why they censor it. It's not really worth spending 10 minutes of our lives talking about, is it not? I think it was. Okay, well, let's cut to something else. A lot of people were talking about the writer's room that we cut to last week, showing how the beginning of show 18 came up. I would like to just show you a bit of last week's writer's room. We filmed the whole thing just in case any good ideas come up that get forgotten. So I am going to just play you a bit of that while I have a cup of tea. So I hope you enjoy it. Right. So Prince Andrew, Sally Sloper getting it together. That sounds good. Thanks for that, guys. That's good work. Next up, what have you got this week for Brian Wasp? Here he is.
Oh, God.
Oh, not the fucking Wasp.
Yeah, Richard, I don't really get the Wasp.
What's the
I love the Wasp. It's like buzzing here, buzzing there.
We're still doing Brian Wasp then?
Yeah. People love Brian Wasp.
Do they, though?
Look, we've paid for the jingle and the animation, mate. We're doing Brian Wasp every week. Okay?
He's so funny, and I love the way you can never remember if he's northern or not. That's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks, and thank you for noticing that is deliberate.
But you do really make it look like it's not deliberate.
That's why I'm on camera, mate, and you're in your stupid little writer's cubicle with your hideous writer face.
Okay, look, I just think we need to connect with Brian Wasp as a wasp and a man, you know? So it's a dead wasp that you found on your desk, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and rather than being embarrassed that that's disgusting, that your house is just littered with dead insects, you've made it a character? Am I right?
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, but is this necessary?
Finding dead wasps is the mother of invention. Everyone says that.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, it reviews cultural events from a wasp perspective. Who else is doing that? You don't get that on John Oliver, do you?
Exactly.
This is better than anything John Oliver does.
What?
Is it?
Yeah, so... All right, hold on. I'm big... Oh, sorry, I'm meant to be looking after the kids. Just give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
How do we feel this is all going?
You're not great, if I'm honest. I don't think I've ever felt more embarrassed to have my name on something in my life. And I wrote some of Paddy McGuinness's lines in Take Me Out. You know, when he says, what's one of mine? Oh, let the penis see the vagina. That was me.
Was it?
And also, yeah, and then when he says, let the man see the tits, I'd say, I did that as well. And this is so much worse than that.
I mean, he's clearly having a mental breakdown. Are we facilitating this?
Shut up, mate. Look, as long as he's paying us, I don't give a shit about all of that. Literally, no one's watching this.
Well,
thank God.
Yeah,
But
true.
do you not think we have like a duty of care or something?
No, we're not health professionals in an institution. We're doing the job he asked us to do, and we're doing it adequately.
It's just, I don't know, I find it really sad. Like, my mum used to go to shows in the 90s when she was a student, and she just thought, you know, he's going to be this massive deal. And now, look at him.
Yeah, it's a warning to us all. I'll say that.
I think he's a genius, actually. The way that he incorporates all of the history of TV puppetry and then turns it into something new.
Sorry, who are you? You're new.
I think it's Herring, actually, not Lee, who is like going to be remembered as the comedic voice of his generation.
Are you reading that?
No, I'm not.
I've never seen you in any writer's room, and I write for literally every comedy show.
Well, then you need another pair of glasses, mate. I told him, forget it. I told him I was too good looking for this. No one was going to believe I was.
Right, sorry, no, this is, what's going on? You're too
I don't
clean
know.
to be a writer. Who are you?
I'm too fit to be a writer.
Well, that's debatable, but who are you?
Right. He's paying me to sit in here and sort of like say that they're good ideas. I've got to read out things like he's like Michael Bentine on acid.
Who's Michael Bentine?
I don't know. I'm getting £100 a week for it though.
100 quid a week.
What? we only get 50 quid a week. You're getting paid
How the
more
hell-
than
how
us.
the hell- how the hell
Yeah,
is
it's harder to pretend to be a writer.
Is it? I
No.
thought it was harder to be a writer,
It's
actually.
fucking not.
No, it's
Yeah.
I
not.
think it
Everyone
is
knows
actually
that.
harder to be a
I've got-
writer.
Everyone
my-
knows that.
It's
I've
harder
got to put my
to...
kids through college. How am I going to do that on 50 quid a week?
Pretend
Well, just
to be a
pretend.
writer.
Apparently, just pretend to be a writer.
I feel
You believe
I
me?
feel sick. No.
You believe me?
Everything
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
We're just arguing about what Brian Wasp should do. You know.
Oh, great. Well, it's good to hear such passion at last in this room. That's fantastic. What have you decided?
He's going to be really angry with you for Wasp genocide.
As usual.
Yeah.
Great. Love it. Great work. Let's stick a pin in Brian Wasp. It's just to make sure I don't lose him. He's hard to track down. Okay, what have we got come up with this week for my little friend Cocky Carrot? Oh, did someone say come up with? Woo, I've come up with it. Woo.
I'm sorry. I don't think that's appropriate behaviour for a writer's room.
It's the 2020s now. You can't behave like that anymore.
It's made me feel very uncomfortable, Richard.
John, it's just a carrot.
Yeah, look, it looks like a penis, though.
Yeah, you just said come.
Yeah, I
That's the
think
jo-
I'm out. Actually, I can't. I'm not that good at acting.
It's funny though because that's the joke. It's not penis. It's like it comes up. Remember Wicked Willy? It's like Wicked Willy.
I think I'd prefer if it was your penis.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
I don't think you're allowed on Twitch to.
I'm not a writer.
Okay. I mean, yeah. But because no, it's
How much is he on? How much is that fucking carrot on?
he doesn't get. I mean, it costs a bit to make.
You,
To be honest,
you're not paying him.
he said it's not. It's not. It's just It's made out of clay or something. I don't know what it is.
Clay?
Put your clay carrot away, Richard.
It looks like a pink. I'm like, is that not allowed in the woke? You're so woke. It's your problem.
Can I get the money for pretending?
Yeah, I'm sending it through. There we go. I had to pop out for a cup of tea, and that's I only saw the beginning and the end. But seemed like we were going good gun. That's just for the people who don't believe that the writers that are real. We call them program associates. So all that everyone does. I'm being honest. Like the way that Mock the Week is not honest. They're writers, and everything I've said, they're all amazing, brilliant people. Everything I've said is written by them. So that's good. Did somebody say penis? Oh no, it's Cocky Carrot. That someone did say penis in the sketch. I mean, in the film thing we just did. I don't know why the script said sketch there, but I'm just reading out what you can see me reading off the screen. I'm just reading what's there. Hey, it's me, Cocky Carrot. I'm not offensive. I'm just a carrot that looks a bit like a penis. Hello. All right, let's do the jingle for Cocky Carrot. Fucking hell, there's.
He looks like a 10-inch penis
work a bit harder?
crossed
There's
with Ed the
TV
Duck.
you're watching
He
today,
thinks
okay?
he
Oh,
is the
just doing my
greatest
bit.
and he doesn't give
Look,
a damn.
I just think that was
He's got
lame,
gift
man.
to
Did someone say
vegetables and
penis?
he's extremely
Fucking pathetic.
phallic.
I've got like important people watching this.
What a fucking fucker!
So
It's
just make sure
Cocky
you pull it
Carrot.
together for this actual thing, all right? Hello, it's me. Yes, here we go. It's me, Cocky Carrot. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. What are you? Have you got something to talk about? Oh, did somebody say? Have I got something to talk about? Yeah, I said that. I don't think that's a. You've really got to be doing like double entendres and innuendos. Oh, did someone say innuendo? I think we did that one last week. Oh, I think you did that one last week. Did someone say they think they did? Oh, I look like a cock. Some of the writers have, I don't know if you thought that have found you problematic because, what's problematic about a big cocky penis saying, oh, yeah, I don't really know what's problematic with that. What do you want to talk about? I thought I'd talk about the Aldi advert with all the carrots in it. Oh yeah, is that correct? Yes, they fucking written here, haven't they? Look at them. That's just like I'm on. They've just got. How did they get away with putting on the cocks? on TV and advertising their supermarket and baby cocks as well, not just little kid cocks. That is fucking disgusting. They're the ones. Why are people complaining about me when they should be complaining about the Aldi carrots? Look at that, it's crazy. I know those guys as well, and I know that the one with the scarf, he totally ripped me off. It's fucking ridiculous. Are you enjoying working on the show, Cocky Carrot? Yeah, it's all right. I mean, is your heart in it? Yes, it is. Some of the things you said to me made me consider. Don't look at the camera, not at me. I don't like you looking directly in my eyes. It puts. Look at when he looks at you in the eyes. Doesn't that freak you out? Some of the things you said to me, Richard, look that way. Some of the things it's weird talking to you and I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at you from behind. Well, you could do anything back there. Some of the things you said to me have made me think about who I am. You know, last week you were discussing the fact that I'm not even made of carrot. I feel I made it. I smell a carrot. I feel like a carrot. Well, you're not a carrot. I talked to Richard Ison, who made you, yes? And he said you're made of Easy Flow 120. What's that? It's there's 2-part casting resin. So that I remember being a carrot. Well, you were a carrot to begin with. You were a real carrot, and then you kept rotting. Yes. So I got another carrot. No, I'm always in the same one. And then that rotted. Yeah. And then I thought, well, let's get one that doesn't rot. So we got one made out of Easy Flow 120 2-part casting resin. It's very hard for me to cope with this information, Richard. I don't know what to believe. Well, believe me, I'm telling the truth. Look, I'm just a very hard carrot. Why haven't you rotted? You rotted before. Do you remember rotting? I just remember not doing very well, shred it. And then ding, I was back next week going, hey, did someone say... bosoms? I feel sorry for you, Cocky Cat. You go back down there. Hey, did someone say you go back there? Yeah, I just said that. Do you want to go down? That was one. Do you want to go down? You could have done that. You could have gone, well, hey, did someone say, do you want to go down? I don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cocky Carrot. That's Cocky Carrot. We're going to get through this. Fucking hell. 42 minutes in. 250 people watching. I don't think those viewing figures are going to be enough to keep the channel happy. Let's bring Ali back. Here he is. Hey, it's me, Richard. A lot of people felt very upset by that carrot and how they meant to identify the carrots. It's very. I felt very uneasy watching that. There's too much stuff on the telly for carrots, Richard. That's the problem. I think there is a lot of carrot-based stuff. You're right. Too much, I'd say. Too much carrot-based stuff. They should just stick to what we've got in this. I agree. I totally agree. We've got like loads of other characters again. Let's have a look at the news. Yeah, look, Priti Patel. Yeah. Now, the thing I've noticed about Priti Patel, and I wrote a spitting image sketch about this, but I didn't use it. Oh, yes. Is that she's very like you? Is she? That you are sexually attracted to her? No. That she's a bully? No. But I was thinking this before I found out she was a terrible bully. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. The fact she's a bully and shouts at people and swears at them makes me want to go and work for her. That's all I'm going to say. That makes me want to work for her more. I would be very happy with her just shouting at me, stamping on my genitals. Did somebody say genitals? You've got to get your eyes the right way around when you pop up. Okay. I did say genitals. I would love that, yeah. But what I've noticed about her, she's sort of evil. Have I said this before? It doesn't. I don't know. I'm watching all of this. Is she always looks at the camera? She's like you. She's fleabagging, but she doesn't. She thinks I'm fleabagging. Yeah, she's fleabagging. She's sort of smirking at it. Yeah, I think you said that before. But she's fleabags and she thinks no one can say. She's going, oh, yeah, I think I'm going to look after the poor. That's what she does. She does a fleabag thing. Oh, what you don't know, Richard, is that in modern day society, there are a lot of politicians, people of worth, they are ventriloquist dummies. They're what? They're ventriloquist dummies. A lot of these people Literally, I'm not doing a clever, Daily Telegraph political cartoon. They're dunnies. They've done well for themselves. Tritty's done very well for herself. She's some kind of minister or something or other, isn't she? And I think the Home Secretary or something. She, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Well, we're not going to know. We don't keep up with the news. She's done very well. That she's thought it just like me, and it happens a lot. I think the President of the United States. You noticed anything weird about him? Well, I've noticed a lot of weird things about him. What, you're saying he's... Yeah, I used to work with him back in the Victorian era on the stage. He was a big ventriloquist dunny, did very well for himself. His hair stood up all over the place. He loved it. He has a funny colour. He's all orange. He loved it. He was called the Amazing Orange Puppet. That's what he was called. Orange Face, the Angry Orange, he was called. There's a Furious Orange now, isn't there, or something? I know that we had the Curious Orange. There was an angry woman that came out. Yeah, that was based on him. Everything comes around again, Richard. It's good to see him. The President of the United States, a dunny. Another one's a dunny. Look, here's the fucking truth. Look, there's Rudy Giuliani. Look at his face. Have you ever seen anyone looks more like a thutit? His hair got wet. He can't sweat like any other thuttits. None of the thuttits can actually sweat, Richard. Because we were all in the Falklands War. And we couldn't sweat. Look, his hair's dripping down his face because he's got wet. He's a ventriloquist dummy, Richard. Everyone is. You could be, you could be one. But you think I could be a ventriloquist dummy and not know? Yeah, it's like Westworld. It could be like Westworld. You think you're just a normal person, that actually you're a ventriloquist dummy. But you're a ventriloquist dummy. Yeah, that I know I am. In the Westworld, some people know they're robots. The ones that everyone thinks are robots, and then some of the... I don't want to give any spoilers, but then there's ones who think their teeth will turn out to be robots, isn't it? And that's what you are. You're a ventriloquist dummy. Well, but I don't look ridiculous or anything. I'm fleabagging now. I'm fleabagging and I'm doing it correctly for once. I'm winking at it. And cheeky neat. No one likes the same phrase. Aside, they do. Yeah. Well, it's an interesting theory. Ali. Thank you. Shall we get some of the other crazy characters? And there's too many characters, Richard. I didn't say many characters. I'm going to do more. I'm bringing in some sketches more sketches next week. Are you? Hope so. I've got a plan for another sketch. Oh my fucking Christ! There's going to be nothing left than me. What about me doing my funny songs? Me saying golly go, dick and coink, all that stuff. What's going to happen to that? Well, I like to move on. I like to keep moving. I'm like a shark. I'm like a comedy shark. And I'm moving through the waters. Actually, that's quite a good idea for another puppet. I might bring that in next week. What do you think about the King of the World? I can't remember anything of that in Richard. He's the King of the World. No, I can't see that catching on. I cannot see that catching on. I think it's going to be all King of the World. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I think it's just going to be King of the World. I'll be doing it for a bit and then I'll be gone. Just King of the World. Nah. Not a fucking chance, Richard. Okay, let's meet our old friend, Lawrence. Law Fox. Very different than Lawrence Fox.
Cache your excess food in the ground beneath.
That's so shit today.
Grip your prey's neck with your pronounced canine teeth. The world is actually prejudiced against white posh man. In the middle of the night you must attempt to eat every hand.
That's Fox Law.
With me, Law Fox. Hello, it's me, Law Fox. Hello. Are you a bit sad? You seem a bit sad. Law, yes? Yes, I'm a little bit sad this week, Richard. My agent has fired me. I just without even warning me. Apparently they said I was racist, and I would just like to say, name me one fucking racist thing I have done, and I will admit to it that I have not done one single racist thing, and yet I'm being singled out because I'm a white, privileged, and an orange fox. I'm being singled out by the mainstream media, I sometimes call it, and they're twisting my words and twisting my views. I live in a country that's a beautiful country, the beautiful country of the United Kingdom, the best country in the world, with the best indigenous population in the world. And there is no racism here. And being accused of being racist, there is actually zero racism. I had never experienced any racism at all in this wonderful country. And yet, by saying that there is no racism, that makes me racist. What is going on with this double think, Richard? What is going on with this world? Why is no one employing me to my fantastic acting talents? Well, you don't have an agent. No, thanks for rubbing that in, you fucking trick. Were you born here? I was born here. I wasn't born here. That would be weird, wouldn't it? This is where I live now. I was born in Yorkshire. I mean, that doesn't really count as the United Kingdom. Well, I think it does, doesn't it? Yorkshire is part of the United Kingdom. Well, I think anywhere north of Watford isn't that a different country? I think it is. But anyway, look, you're allowed to stay here, and there's nothing I can do about it. You say you're born here. There's no proof of that. You can stay here. Apparently, that's the law, not the Fox law. The law of this land. And I'm not going to say you can't do that. I don't like it, but I'm not going to say you can't do it. That I am not racist because racism doesn't exist. And what do you want to talk to about? I'm still employing you, so don't have a go at me because I'm still giving you work. You can't say anything, Richard. That's the thing. You can't. The views I want to say, they wouldn't let you say them. I'm letting you say them. You can say them. What kind of things can't you say? I can't say that racism doesn't exist. You're just saying it. I don't know. Racism definitely exists. You haven't experienced racism because you went to Harrow and you're posh and you've got married to a pop star and you had a wonderful life. And so, you've had lived this privileged life. No, my wife left me. I know, You fucked it up, mate. What are you going to say? It wasn't me. It was... Who was it? I've never said anything racist in my life. Why have you gone on to racism all of a sudden? Why have you gone back to that? We were talking about whose fault it was. You know whose fault it was, Richard. It was your fault. I don't think so. I do not think it was. What do you want to talk about this week? I wanted to talk... You were talking about the carrots, which is okay. I don't mind. I like carrots in adverts. That's very, very funny. But I was very upset by the other supermarket advert this week. The one about the gravy. Well, what upset you about... What was that upset you about this? It just... What? Look, this does not represent me or Christmas, does it? Well, why not? They're eating turkey. They've got sprouts there, I think. I mean, all of that looks fairly regular Christmas stuff. What? They've got the hats. They've been doing crackers. It doesn't represent me, Richard. Is that not what you do at Christmas? You're being deliberately obtuse, I think. I don't think I am. I don't understand what your problem with it is. I want to see adverts that represent me. Well, most adverts represent white people. Is that what you're talking about? Most people. You don't bring race into it, Richard. Why are you bringing race into this? It's nothing to do with race. I haven't seen what adverts represent me. The fox community. Fox's Glacier Mints. That was mainly a polar there. There was a fox in it. Yeah, that's it. There was a fucking fox that even with Fox's Glacier Mint named after foxes, they had a fucking polar there as the main character. That's how prejudiced society is against people like me. Sophisticated aristocratic foxes. Well, this is getting confusing. I think the metaphor of this is being stretched a little bit. But, so you felt bad because you saw an advert that the people in the advert, not the people, Richard, well, let's say whatever, something in the advert made you feel that it wasn't for you, yes? But do you not think of it from, the perspective of people in that family who, when they watch adverts, yes, which are all, every single advert, mixed race characters, black people in every single advert. I just don't think that's true. And you say, why have you gone back to black people when you say it wasn't about that? They are watching adverts that are 95% white families, and they're not going, oh, this doesn't represent me. So why, when there's 5% of adverts, I don't think you know what you're talking about. I am literally the least racist person. You're just as bad as everyone else. Why has everyone got it in for me? I'm the wonderful fox, and my law this week is that adverts must only have the cast with people that I approve of, and I'm not racist, just everyone will be either a fox or white, and that's just what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Law Fox there is a very unpleasant character. Struggling, aren't we? We're struggling to get through this with these very unpleasant characters. They are, and you know, you'd think the 128-year-old puppet would be the most racist person in this, and you know, he's one of the most racist people in it, but he's still not the most racist. So well done, thank you. That's not bad. They're 128-year-old and doing okay, aren't they? Yeah, you're doing pretty well. So what are we going to talk about next? I think we had another news story, didn't we? Is it in here? Oh, this was quite a good one that came up today. This is about the Pope Francis. The Vatican investigates Brazilian model Instagram photo like. I don't know if you saw this, Ali. I didn't see this story. Hold on for ticking up on this. I'll just get you up to speed if you haven't seen the story. This is one of the main news stories today. The Vatican has said it's investigating after the Pope's official Instagram account liked a photo of a scantily clad Brazilian model. Oh, I think it's nice that the Catholics are pretending to like grown-up women, isn't it? Come on, you're better than that, Ali. I'm not better than that, and nor are they. It's unclear when the account liked the image of Natalia Garibotti, who was dressed up in a school uniform outfit. There you go, I told you. Well, hey, did somebody say just as a schoolgirl? Woohoo! That makes me pop up. Woohoo! No, Cocky Carrot, that stuff isn't, you can't. Oh, that's fun in the 80s and Wicked Willy was out. That was the kind of stuff. Woohoo! Look at that underage girl in the short skirt. Woohoo! Yeah, we can't do that anymore. It's not appropriate anymore. Why not? Because it's against the law and everything. It's not the old-fashioned attitudes. It's all these old-fashioned attitudes of you puppets coming in and ruin. I'm trying to be right on and get jobs at the BBC. They're not going to let me on if I have a carrot getting an erection when someone mentions she's a grown woman dressed as a schoolgirl. I mean, yeah, that's sort of all right, but you know, if you're the Pope, you probably shouldn't like it, just in case it's sort of, you know, if it's a fantasy thing, it's sort of, is it all right? I don't know. I'm very confused about what's allowed anymore. They tell us one thing and then they change it, and then sorry, if it's a woman dressed up as that. You're very confused, Richard. I am quite confused. Anyway, news outlets started reporting the move last Friday before the image was unliked on the platform. Officials in the Holy See are now reportedly investigating how this could have happened on the Pope's account. You've got to be very careful when you're on these social media sites. You can like things by mistake. All sorts of things. You get tempted, you see a picture and think, oh, let's have a look and see what that one's about. And, you can get, how do you know that, this, Richard? I've heard from the young people. You just joined Instagram, haven't you? Yeah, but before this story came out, and I'm now more keenly, I haven't managed to find anything like this on there. Oh, I bet you will. The paper office said the BBC, the DDC, yeah, the what? The DDC. What's happened to you? The DDC, as far as we know, the like did not come from the Holy See. The Vatican was working with Instagram to establish where it came from. He's still a human man. He's still a human being. He's allowed to like pictures if he wants. There's a team of employees working on this. So, the Pope is in the clear about this. To find out more, let's go over to our Sleaze correspondent. It's Prince Andrew. He's back again. What? Oh, what? Hello, me again. Yeah, is there a royal story? No, it's about the Pope. Oh, I'm not a Catholic, Richard. I'm the see of the. Yeah, I know it's not really about religion. It's just about the Pope has supposedly liked an Instagram picture of a Brazilian model dressed as a schoolgirl. Oh. How old was the model? It doesn't say. I mean, I'm assuming she's dressed up in a school uniform. I'm assuming it's not a child. I'm assuming she's a grown-up. That's slightly disappointing. But, so is it any thought in a storm, Richard? Do you think the Pope... as our Sleaze correspondent, I just wondered whether you could tell us if the Pope was... Do you think the Pope did this? Oh, I can guarantee you the Pope did not do this, Richard, because I happen to know that when that Instagram post was liked, the Pope was in the Nespresso shop at Westfield, Shepherd's Bush, with me, buying some mid-range strength capsules for his Nespresso machine. So It can't have been him. It must have been someone else in his employ. You were there, yes? Did anyone see you there? No, that I go down every few months and stock up on my Nespresso. Do not have, like, people to make you coffee and, like, proper baristas and stuff at Buckingham Palace. Well, not anymore. It just don't get fuck all anymore, do I? Thanks to all this nonsense. So you've got your own espresso machine in your flat out the back of Buckingham Palace here. And you and the Pope, yeah, we go down. I bring it up, say I run out of the distressos, the capsules. And he says, yeah, me too. Let's toss over to the Westfield. And I can give him the cast iron alibi, and I hope that in return, the need clearing in here, that he might remember some things that clear other people. That's as far as I'll say. So you're hoping the Pope will give you an alibi for... I didn't say that, Richard. I've done nothing. All I do is go to restaurants and occasionally nightclubs, just as my duties, and drink espresso with the Pope. And he does shit in the woods. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, that's it. And I happen to know that Pope couldn't have liked that Instagram post because he lost all his fingers. That 20 years ago, someone slandered the idol really hard, caught in all of the 10 fingers in there. Every single one fell off. So he's actually unable to touch anything now. So he couldn't touch anything. I should have fucking said that. No, that would have done the sweating thing. I just thought of it now. He can't touch anything, so he can't like anything on Instagram because he literally has no fingers. Well, I can see in that picture of him that looks more recent than what you're saying. I can clearly see, I'd say, his thumb and 2 of his other fingers, and you might be right about the other 2. They might have gone, but there's still false handwriting. Isn't it? He's got a false. It's like when Luke Skywalker gets his arm cut off. This little rhodotic hand that is rhodotic, so made of metal, so it can't like Instagram posts. QED. He's in the clear. Just remember, Francis, still Frankie. If you could return the favour, I'd be very grateful. Okay, there's Prince Andrew back again. He's very popular today. We haven't had some of the characters once, and we've had him twice, 3 times, and Cocky Carrot popping up there liking. I'm sorry, it's a very old-fashioned. Some of these puppets are old, and they are not. They haven't. Someone's missing the King of the World in there. Maybe he'll come back. No, he said he doesn't want to come back, but he's very shy. Let's bring Ali back. Ali's the main one. What else have we got? Well, I think we're nearly done, aren't we? I think we've nearly done all of our stories. Maybe you should do the old. There's Narnite Lid, isn't there? There's the Wasp, the Narnite Lid. Let's do some birthday, shall we? We'll do the birthday. We might not have those guys this week. I mean, the writers seemed to rebel last week about getting the Wasp thing together, and I don't think they've come up with anything for Marmite Lid this week either. So let's go to birthdays with the reluctant birthday donkey.
Right. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an Eeyore or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Eeyore, it's so good to be back, Richard. Thank you for having me back again. Eeyore, I love people's birthdays. Hooray! So this is the new donkey. He's got ears in perfect mint condition. If you didn't watch last week's show, absolutely exquisitely cared for. I don't think it even got played with by a child, just in a box. And so happy as a result of that. To 50 years on, look at that. It could have been made yesterday, couldn't it? And I felt bad about making the donkey, my donkey, do this. He never seemed to like doing it. And so I just chucked him in a bin as he wished for last week. He's gone. I'm presuming the bin men are taking him. And we'll do the birthdays with the donkey that I'm sure you all everyone loves this. Yes, why wouldn't they love me? Hello, Eeyore. I love your birthdays. Happy birthday, everyone. Let's have a magical time as we celebrate Another year passed, another year older, another year wiser. Yeah, I guess. Yes, so who's the first one? Here! Why did you throw me in a bin? Why? That's what you wanted. Why did you do this to me? What's wrong with you? Why, first you pull out my ears. Then you make me do lots of birthdays. Then you find a replacement and throw me in the bin. I thought you'd be happy. I thought that's what you wanted. No. I thought it was what I wanted too, Richard. But no, I want to be here. I want to do the birthdays. Well, we got this guy. I hate this donkey. I hate that donkey. I love you. Happy birthday. No. Eeyore. I hate you. I wish you'd never came here. You're so lucky. I'm not lucky. You're the lucky one. You got loved and played with all those years ago. I was just in a box. He pulled out my fucking ears. I hadn't to lip read what you're saying because I hadn't got any ears. I wish he'd pulled out my ears. Pull out my ears, Richard. Pull them out. I wouldn't do that now. It's not. See, you're so lucky. He pulled out your ears because he loved you. No one ever loved me. I just sat in a box with an assortment of other unused puppets. You were loved. You were afraid. And now you want to take my one pleasure away from me, take this job away from me, this one job I've got, this freedom. I'm in the light. For the first time in my life, I'm in the light. And I'm doing something. I'm being fingered. Just imagine cocky carrots coming up. I haven't got another hand. Did somebody say fingered? Yeah, they did. It was sort of the joke. I mean, it sort of spoiled it if you jump out. We can put that in post, right? There's a beautiful, cocky carrot. It's a beautiful moving scene where Donkey realizes how fortunate he was to have me as. Had you just employed this guy to come in here and make me feel I should be lucky because of what you did to me? Well, you should feel like, I didn't. I loved you, Donkey. I love you still. Here, who's going to do the birthdays? Because we have to decide. Here, I would love to do it, Richard. I do not want to do the birthdays. I just think people will want to see the real Donkey doing the birthday. But who's the real Donkey? Is it the little raggedy, all his paint chipped off, no-eared Donkey? Or is it the beautiful, pristine, could have been painted yesterday, eared Donkey? Which one's the real one? Which one's the best one? What if they did a film where they swapped personalities for a day and found out what it was like to be in the heart of the other one? I'm just pitching movies if any producers are in. We did we were going to do the Total Recall one with Cocky Carrot. We could do vice versa with the donkeys, and they realise actually, each other's lives are good and bad. I don't know what to do. I mean, there's no. Don't know which one of you to go with. We've got a couple of birthdays we've got to do. Here. Let him do it. Let him do it. If it means so much to him. No, if it means so much to him, let him do it. Oh, fuck off. We'll let the new one do it. Bad luck to the people who got that short straw. So, the first birthday. Here. Why can't I die? I can't even do the birthday. Shut up. He's doing the birthdays. You told him you wanted him to do it. This first one is for David. Is Steve Burnett's younger brother. So I'm guessing David Burnett. He's 40 years old, very young. It's barely a challenge. But how about 40 Eeyores for David Burnett, new, improved, better donkey? It would be my pleasure. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. That's 20, Richard. Very good. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. I can't. Oh, the doorbell's just gone. I've lost count. Yeah, I think that's 35. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. Happy birthday, David! Let's just try it with the other donkey. I'm just not sure that's giving the right. I'm not sure anyone's going to enjoy that enough. Let's give old donkey a chance. I don't want to do it. I want to die. Just do the hee-haws. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. This is more like hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. This is what they want. This is what they wanted. Oh, here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Good. That is what people want. You know, I'm sorry I even thought about having the other new donkey in there. That's what you wanted, and that's what you're getting. The other birthday is also 40 years old. This is John. Stella Stevens is his sister, I think. Maybe his wife. Husband. Yeah, so she's his wife. Sorry. And they might also be brother and sister looking at him. So he's 40 years old. She sent in a lot of photos. I said there had to be a collage. She didn't send in one to begin with, then sent in a lot of photos. That one in the top there. I've got to pretend that one there. There. That is, you know, I can't do the backward stuff if you watch Taskmaster. Is him in the BBC show Moseley. I think the BBC show he was in Moseley, and he features in the picture. That's him as a younger man. He's now 40 years old. So Donkey, which let's let the new Donkey do the magic button. That seems like something you could do. Why don't we both work together to the double Donkey, two donkeys? You can press the magic button. Okay, let's see what happens this week. I always never know. Oh, it's not worked. Oh, Chris Evans, not that one. What a disaster. This is why you do not employ a donkey, do you? Because the magic button hasn't worked. Oh, I am very ashamed. I thought shame on my family. Really sorry. Don't know if Chris Evans is watching. Don't know if there's anything you can do. I'll try it one more time. No, it's just coming up with bad luck. What a disappointment. Chris Evans, you know, he could just never do something so it comes out right, can he? That's the problem with Chris Evans, not that one. So I think we've pretty much arrived at the end of the show. I know we haven't had the Wasp. I know we haven't had Marmite Lid, but it's 1 hour and 15 minutes long. I'm sacking Chris Evans, not that one. I'm going to get the actual Chris Evans on. Chris Evans sits there in that writers' meeting and never says a word. And he still gets £50 a week. Your brother's birthday went well, Steve Burnett, but John's birthday, not only did I imply he was having sex with his sister, he didn't even get a magic button. It's absolutely disgusting. Thank you to Stavra Mueller Beta, who's just subscribed at Tier 1. That money will be going to Movember. Thank you very much for that. I thought we'd end by bringing back Sally, who's got some sad news for us. Yes, hello Richard, it's me, Sally, from Alien Sally, and more recently, Thron off of Prince Andrew. Did someone say Thron off of Prince Andrew? I think that's what she meant, mate. So she was saying that she'd been having sex with Prince Andrew. What's happened? You aren't with Prince Andrew? No, I'm afraid, Richard, that naval shit has sailed off to the Falklands, Richard, and then got involved in an audio. He certainly scratched it when I was with him, that's all I can say. Apparently, he was using me, Richard. I thought he loved me. He was using me to his toddler image, and I'd been left bereft, and I'd been left alone. And I made a mistake. I left my husband behind, and now I'm all alone. I'm sure Ali will take you back, will you, Richard? Well, I think he might. Let's see what Ali thinks. Will you, Ali? Oh, is she back? Is an old little Arthur with Prince Andrew's? Did she come crawling back? I had come crawling back, my darling. I'm very sorry I had lost you. I didn't mean to. I got bedazzled by the royal title, the flashing medals. I could never love anyone like the way I love you. Well, tough titties, darling. I don't love you. And I wouldn't go back with you if it wasn't, if I give you 20 quid. Yeah, okay. Why don't you two get back together, and why don't we end by singing a beautiful song together that I think some people might know, okay? Yes, Richard, okay. It was Christmas Eve, died. Who? Died. Gabe? Who's named Sally? Died. In the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. To be honest, it's clearer than Shane MacGowan doing it. And then he sang a song. The red old mountain dew, I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Oh, that's nice. I got a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I got a feeling this year's the you and me. What, 2020? Yeah, you think this is going to be a good year? Yeah, I think can't see what's wrong with it. So happy Christmas. I love you, Daddy. Who's this Gaby you keep going about? I can see you get a time when all our dreams come true. I hope they can all hear the soundtrack we're all dancing to, because otherwise we're just going to look insane. And they got cars, they got stars, they got rivers of gold, and the wind goes right through you, no taste of the old, and you just took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve. You promised me throat, I was right in the knee. You were handsome, you were pretty, Queen of New York City. When the dum-dum is playing, they held out the no, Sinatra was singing, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced through the night, and the boys in the old DD choir were singing Galway Day, and the lights was thinning out the Christmas day. Boo boo doo 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 do 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 do. You're a dun, you're a tunk, you're an old slut and junk. That's not nice. Lying there almost dead in a drit in that bed. That's awful. You scunder, you nugget, you cheat lousy dragged. What are you saying? Dragged? Are you saying faggot or braggart? I don't care. Do you mean, when you're saying faggot, do you mean... I'm saying you're cheat and you're haggard. That's much more offensive than calling me a faggot. I'm not haggard, you're pretty haggard. I'm not. Why did you say you're not, Sally? It was meant to be... I got confused. There's not someone else at the door. It's crazy here. What's going on? It's night time. Happy Christmas, your arse. I thank God it's our last... The boys at the NYTD choir are singing Galway Day, and the bells are ringing out the Christmas Day. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, Dave. I took them with my own. Can't make it on my own. I built my dreams around you. And the boys of the NYTD choir still singing Galway Day, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. Da 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 da, la 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 la, la 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 la. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week. I think Thursday next week. I've just had a word from the channel. They said this hasn't really worked out for them. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again next time. Do subscribe if you want to give some money to Movember. Thank you very much. Have I got anyone else got tears in their eyes? Moving, isn't it?